Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something super juicy for all you retro gaming enthusiasts out there, and oh boy, this one's got me buzzing with excitement. We're diving into the latest rumor that's got everyone talking, Anbernic's upcoming handheld. And get this, it could have 2 displays. Yeah, you heard that right, 2 displays. This means you might get to enjoy split-screen gaming experiences just like we did back in the day. It's like they're pulling a move straight out of the Nintendo DS playbook, but making it a little bit more Anbernic, a little bit more retro gaming chic. Imagine being able to tackle your favorite titles with a whole new level of immersion and interactivity. The possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see how they pull this off. Whether it's classic platformers or intense RPGs, having 2 screens opens up a realm of creativity for developers. Welcome back to Retro Pocket. If you enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing content. Design, a nostalgic nod to the DS. From what we can tell, the leaked images show a design that looks, well, a bit like a Nintendo DS, if we're being real here, but with that unmistakable Anbernic touch. You've got your main display up top, and a secondary one right below, presumably a touchscreen. Let me just say, the potential here is incredible. Imagine having menus, maps, inventories, all on that second screen, making the gaming experience not just nostalgic, but surprisingly convenient. This feature could enhance gameplay by offering intuitive controls and richer experiences. It's almost as if Anbernic wants to remind us that the 2-screen concept was never a gimmick. It was a game changer, and now it might just be back to change the game again. Comparing to the Nintendo DS, now before we get too deep into how cool this could be, let's address the elephant in the room. Some folks are already comparing this potential Anbernic device to the classic Nintendo DS. And sure, I get it. The DS was, after all, the OG dual screen king. It's hard not to see the similarities, a foldable design, 2 displays, and maybe even a similar kind of interaction between them. However, there's a lot more at stake here than just nostalgia. But Anbernic has consistently pushed the boundaries of what handhelds can do, so I wouldn't count them out just yet. This is a chance for them to innovate and perhaps redefine the dual screen experience for a new generation of gamers. They're all about celebrating gaming history in their own way, not copying it. Why 2 screens might be a genius move? I can already hear some people wondering, okay, but why do we need 2 screens? And I totally get that. We've gotten so used to a single screen that adding a second one feels like a weird step back or even an unnecessary complication. But here's why I think this might actually be a genius move. The second screen, if implemented right, could bring back a certain charm that's been missing from handheld emulation. Picture plays a classic RPG with story dialogues on one screen and your character's stats on the other. Imagine playing those classic DS games as they were meant to be played, with touch controls on a dedicated screen. Or think about how much easier navigating through menus or keeping track of your inventory would be in your favorite RPGs if all that info was right there on a second screen. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to smash that like button, and while you're at it, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest awesome content. Homebrew and indie potential. And let's not forget, this device could open up a whole new set of possibilities for homebrew games. If Anbernic leans into this, we could see some really innovative new games made just for this handheld. I mean, the DS homebrew community was wild back in the day. Today's indie developers thrive on creativity, and this handheld could be a canvas for their ideas. Now imagine what today's indie developers could do with a device like this. One would have designed with emulation and modern performance in mind. It could bring together the best of both worlds, old school DS charm mixed with today's gaming innovation. The clamshell design, a cool throwback. Another interesting thing about the leak is the form factor. If the rumors are true, this device might be a clamshell design, which, let's face it, is something we haven't seen much of lately in the handheld market. There's just something inherently cool about clamshells. They're compact, they protect the screens, and let's be honest, flipping one open just feels badass. It adds a layer of nostalgia that could attract both old school gamers and newcomers alike. Plus, clamshells are way easier to carry around. No need to worry about your screen getting scratched while it's stuffed in your bag next to your keys. Battery life, the big question mark. But let's talk practicality. Anbernic has been good at making devices that pack a punch without needing a power plant to keep them running. Battery life could be a big question mark here. 2 screens mean double the power draw, and if Anbernic wants to keep this thing sleek and portable, they're gonna need some serious efficiency magic. I'm curious to see how they manage the battery situation. Could we be looking at advanced battery technology that ensures longevity without bulk? Are we looking at some clever power-saving features? Or maybe a beefy battery that still somehow keeps the device lightweight? If they pull it off, it'll be a game changer, literally. Game compatibility. What can we expect? Of course, we also need to think about the games. What's this thing gonna run? With Anbernic's track record, it's safe to say this handheld will likely support everything from NES classics to PSP titles. And of course, DS games, which would be the perfect fit for this setup. But what about other platforms? Imagine being able to relive those nostalgic experiences with modern enhancements. Would this second screen be used for other creative purposes in, say, a PS1 game? Maybe showing you those old loading screen tips, or even having dedicated buttons for quick save states. The more I think about it, the more I realize there's so much potential here. Keeping expectations in check. I've got to say though, we need to take all of this with a grain of salt. This is still a leak, and leaks, well, they can be misleading. We might be hyping ourselves up for something that doesn't exactly pan out the way we're hoping. But honestly, that's part of the fun, isn't it? The speculation, the dreaming of what could be, the endless possibilities that come with imagining a brand new handheld, especially from a company like Anbernic, who just knows how to make retro gaming feel fresh again. Final thoughts, the future of Anbernic. And you know, even if this thing doesn't end up having two screens, I'm still excited to see what Anbernic brings to the table next. They've been consistently delivering great hardware for retro fans, and even if they decide to stick with a single screen, as long as it's got the build quality, performance, and emulation capabilities we've come to expect, I think we'll all be pretty happy. Ultimately, it's the gaming experience that matters most, and Anbernic has a knack for delivering that. But man, if it does have two screens, it's going to be a whole new level of handheld goodness. Wrap up, let's hear your thoughts. So, there you have it, Anbernic's upcoming leaked handheld that just might feature dual displays. I'm pumped, I'm curious, and I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled for more info. This could redefine how we play handheld games and even bring back those nostalgic vibes that many of us cherish. This could be the handheld that brings back some of that old school magic in a way we've never quite seen before. And honestly, I'm all for it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you excited about the possibility of a dual screen Anbernic? Or do you think this is a gimmick that's best left in the past? It'll be interesting to see how the gaming community reacts once more details surface. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, if you enjoyed hanging out and talking about retro handhelds, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. Until next time, keep those thumbs primed and those retro vibes alive. I'll catch you in the next one.